Welcome to my channel Echoes of Coin. The 2003 penny represents both a continuation of tradition and a reflection of modern minting practices at the start of the 21st century. On the obverse, or front side, of the 2003 cent is the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This portrait has been used since 1909, making it one of the most enduring images on U.S. coinage. Lincoln is shown facing to the right, his profile capturing the dignity, strength, and humanity for which he is remembered. Above his head is the inscription, "In God We Trust," a phrase that has appeared on the cent since its introduction. To the left side of the portrait is the word liberty, and to the right is the date, 2003. Just below the date is the mint mark, which indicates where the coin was struck. Coins from Philadelphia show no mint mark, coins from Denver are marked with a D, and proof coins from San Francisco carry an S. These details make it easy for collectors to identify the origin of each piece and to build complete sets of coins from each mint. The reverse of the 2003 penny continues the Lincoln Memorial design that was introduced in 1959, on the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design was created by Frank Gasparro and replaced the earlier wheat ears reverse. It shows the stately Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., with fine architectural detail including its many columns. Along the top of the coin is the inscription United States of America, with the national motto E pluribus unum directly beneath it. At the bottom is the denomination, 1 cent. A remarkable detail of this design is the miniature image of the seated statue of Abraham Lincoln, visible inside the memorial if viewed closely. This makes the Lincoln cent one of the only U.S. coins to depict the same individual on both sides. The Lincoln Memorial design remained in use until 2008, which means the 2003 cent belongs to the final years of this historic design era before the mint introduced the bicentennial and shield reverses. The composition of the 2003 cent reflects the modern materials used since 1982. Earlier cents had been made from bronze, but rising copper prices made it too costly to continue. The 2003 cent, like all cents struck after 1982, is made of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating of 2.5%. This gives the coin its traditional reddish color but makes it significantly lighter, with a weight of 2.5 grams compared to the 3.11 grams of earlier bronze cents. The diameter is 19.05 millimeters and the thickness is 1.52 millimeters. While the copper plating gives the appearance of tradition, the zinc core is more vulnerable to corrosion, especially if the copper layer is damaged, leading to bubbling or pitting. Collectors often note that copper-plated zinc cents do not age as gracefully as earlier bronze examples, but they are still an essential part of modern U.S. coinage. The mintage of the 2003 penny was extremely high, with billions of coins struck across the Philadelphia and Denver mints for everyday circulation. This ensures that the coin is still very common today and easy to find in pocket change. The San Francisco Mint also produced proof coins in smaller numbers for collectors. These proof coins were struck on specially prepared planchets with polished dies, giving them sharp details and mirror-like finishes. Many proof examples from 2003 show strong cameo contrast, with frosted designs against reflective fields, and these are especially desirable to collectors. In terms of value, most 2003 Lincoln cents are worth only face value when found in circulation, due to the very high mintages and their common availability. However, condition plays a major role in collectible value. Uncirculated examples that retain their bright red luster and show no signs of wear can sell for more, especially when graded mint state 65 or higher by professional services such as PCGS or NGC. Proof coins from San Francisco are also worth more than circulation strikes, with values depending on their grade and cameo designation. A flawless PR70 deep cameo proof can command a strong premium from collectors. Error coins from 2003 are another area of great interest. While there are no famous double die varieties for the year, various striking and planchet errors can be found. Examples include off-center strikes, broad strikes, double strikes, clipped planchets, and die cracks. These errors make coins unique and can add significant value. For example, a 2003 penny struck 50% off-center with the date still visible could be worth many times more than face value. Errors highlight the complexity of the minting process and add excitement to the search for unusual pieces within a sea of common coins. Historically, the 2003 penny holds importance because it was minted during the final decade of the Lincoln Memorial design. Collectors who value the continuity of the Memorial series often include coins from these years in complete sets, while others focus on high-grade or proof examples to capture the best quality of the design before it was replaced. In 2009, the U.S. Mint celebrated the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth with 4 special reverse designs, and in 2010, the reverse was permanently changed to the Union Shield. This means that coins like the 2003 cent are part of the last years of a design that lasted nearly 50 years and was handled by generations of Americans. Culturally, the 2003 penny reflects both tradition and everyday experience. It continues to honor Abraham Lincoln, a figure remembered for his leadership during the Civil War and his efforts to preserve the Union. At the same time, it represents the role of the penny in daily commerce, whether being used to make exact change, saved in jars, or collected by children starting their first coin albums. Despite ongoing debates about whether to eliminate the penny due to its low purchasing power and production costs, the coin remains a familiar part of American life. For many people, finding a shiny 2003 penny in circulation might bring a sense of nostalgia or even serve as a lucky penny. In conclusion, the 1-cent coin of 2003 is more than just a small piece of metal with limited purchasing power. It carries with it a deep history, artistic symbolism, and cultural value. The obverse portrays Abraham Lincoln in a design that has stood the test of time, while the reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing unity and national pride. This composition reflects economic realities and modern minting practices. Its high mintage makes it common, yet its proof issues, high-grade specimens, and error coins give it a special place in collections. The 2003 penny is not only a part of everyday currency but also a piece of American heritage, linking the present to over a century of numismatic history. The 2003 1-cent coin is part of the Lincoln Cent series, a coin that has been in circulation since 1909 and has become the most familiar coin in the United States. By the time the 2003 penny was struck, the Lincoln cent had been used for 94 years, making it not just a tool of commerce but also a piece of American heritage. The design, symbolism, and production of the 2003 issue all connect to this long tradition, while also reflecting modern minting methods and economic realities. The obverse of the coin features the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner for the centennial of Lincoln's birth in 1909. This portrait is remarkable not only for its artistic strength but also for its longevity, as it is the longest-running portrait on a U.S. coin. Lincoln faces right, with a calm and thoughtful expression that symbolizes his role as a leader through one of America's most difficult periods, the Civil War. Surrounding the portrait are 3 key inscriptions. Above Lincoln's head appears the motto, "In God We Trust," which had been added to American coins decades earlier and remains a central feature of the cent. To the left of the portrait is the word "Liberty," a value closely tied to Lincoln's legacy. To the right of the bust is the year of issue, 2003. Below the date is the mint mark, identifying the mint of origin. Coins struck in Philadelphia have no mint mark, Denver issues bear a D, and proof coins from San Francisco carry an S. This simple system provides important information for collectors, who often build complete sets that include all mint marks from a given year. The reverse of the 2003 penny continues the Lincoln Memorial design created by Frank Gasparro in 1959. This design had replaced the original wheat ears reverse and was introduced to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The memorial appears with remarkable architectural precision, showing its colonnade and proportions. At the top of the reverse is the inscription "United States of America," and just below it is the Latin motto "E pluribus unum," which translates to "out of many, one." At the bottom of the reverse is the denomination 1 cent. A unique detail of this design is the tiny depiction of the seated statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, visible only under magnification. This makes the Lincoln cent one of the very few coins in the world to show the same person on both sides, a fact that fascinates collectors and adds depth to the coin's symbolism. The 2003 penny, like all cents struck after 1982, is made primarily from zinc, coated with a thin layer of copper. Its composition is 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. The switch from bronze to zinc-based cents was made because rising copper prices meant that the cost of producing each penny exceeded its face value. By adopting zinc, the mint reduced costs, though it also introduced some drawbacks. These zinc-based cents are lighter, weighing 2.5 grams compared to the 3.11 grams of earlier bronze cents, and they measure 19.05 millimeters in diameter with a thickness of 1.52 millimeters. While the copper plating gives the coin its traditional red color, the zinc core is less durable. If the plating is damaged, the coin can corrode or develop bubbles, which makes these later cents less resilient in circulation than their bronze predecessors. Collectors often note the difference in how bronze cents and copper-plated zinc cents age, with bronze coins developing attractive patinas and zinc cents more often showing unattractive damage. The production of the 2003 penny was enormous, with billions of coins struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. These huge mintages ensured that the coin was widely available in circulation, making it a common coin to this day. The San Francisco Mint produced proof coins in much smaller numbers for collectors. Proof coins differ from circulation strikes in both appearance and quality. They are struck multiple times on specially polished planchets using prepared dies, creating coins with sharp details and highly reflective fields. Many 2003 proof cents display strong cameo or deep cameo contrast, where the frosted design elements stand out dramatically against the mirrored background. These proof coins are not released for everyday use but instead are included in proof sets sold directly to collectors. When it comes to value, the 2003 penny in circulated condition is generally worth only its face value, as billions were minted and most remain common. However, condition makes a difference. Uncirculated examples, especially those with bright red luster and minimal marks, can command higher prices. Coins graded mint state 65 or above by services such as PCGS or NGC are sought after by collectors building high-grade Lincoln cent sets. Proof coins also carry premiums, particularly when graded PR69 or PR70 with deep cameo designations. For example, a perfect PR70 deep cameo 2003 S penny can be worth significantly more than face value, reflecting both the quality of the strike and the demand among collectors. Error coins from 2003 are also an important category for collectors. While no widely recognized double die varieties exist for this year, there are numerous minting errors that attract attention. Off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing due to misalignment, can be dramatic and valuable. Broad strikes, struck outside the retaining collar, appear wider and flatter than normal. Other possible errors include die cracks, die breaks, and clipped planchets. The rarity and severity of the error determine the value. For instance, a 2003 penny struck 50% off-center but still showing the date and mint mark could sell for many times more than a regular example. Errors provide a glimpse into the mechanical challenges of coin production and make each flawed coin a unique collectible. Historically, the 2003 penny is significant because it was struck during the final decade of the Lincoln Memorial reverse. The memorial design had been used since 1959, but it would be replaced after 2008 when the Mint celebrated Lincoln's bicentennial with 4 special reverses in 2009, followed by the permanent adoption of the Union Shield reverse in 2010. This means that the 2003 cent represents the later years of the memorial era, a period that collectors view as the closing chapter of a design that spanned nearly half a century. For those assembling complete sets, the 2003 cent is part of a continuous story that began with wheat cents in 1909, transitioned to the memorial in 1959, and later evolved into the shield design. Beyond numismatic details, the 2003 penny has cultural significance. It carries the image of Lincoln, a president whose leadership and legacy are central to American identity. It is also a coin of daily life, used in millions of small transactions, saved in coin jars, or picked up as a lucky penny. For many collectors, pennies are the starting point of a lifelong interest in numismatics, as they are easily accessible and often the first coins children collect. Even as debates continue about the usefulness of the penny in modern commerce, coins like the 2003 cent remain part of the American experience. In conclusion, the 2003 1-cent coin represents both continuity and change. Its obverse honors Lincoln with a portrait that has endured for generations. Its reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of national pride and unity. Its zinc-based composition reflects the economic choices of the mint. Its high mintage makes it common, yet its proof issues, high-grade examples, and errors provide opportunities for collectors. Historically, it belongs to the last years of the memorial design, bridging the past and the future of U.S. coinage. Though small in size and often overlooked in value, the 2003 penny carries with it the weight of history, culture, and tradition, reminding us that even the lowest denomination can hold great meaning. The 2004 1-cent coin is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 and has remained one of the most iconic and widely recognized coins in United States history. By the year 2004, the Lincoln cent had been in circulation for 95 years, making it not just a piece of currency, but also a continuation of tradition and a reflection of American history. The coin carries the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, the nation's 16th president, and combines historical symbolism with modern minting techniques. The obverse of the 2004 penny features the enduring portrait of Abraham Lincoln, created by sculptor Victor David Brenner for the centennial of Lincoln's birth in 1909. This portrait has become one of the most enduring designs in U.S. coinage and is notable for being the first regularly circulating coin to depict an actual historical figure rather than an allegorical symbol. Lincoln is shown facing right, his profile strong and dignified, capturing the spirit of leadership during a time of national crisis. Above his head is the motto "In God We Trust," placed prominently as a guiding statement of national faith. To the left of his portrait is the word liberty, which is strongly tied to Lincoln's role in preserving the Union and ending slavery. To the right is the year of issue, 2004, with a mint mark just below it identifying where the coin was produced. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, Denver coins are marked with a D, and San Francisco coins, reserved for proof sets, carry an S. For collectors, the mint mark adds significance, as assembling full date and mint mark sets is a central challenge in the hobby. On the reverse of the coin, the Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasparro is displayed, a design that had been used since 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The memorial is depicted with careful architectural detail, framed by its columns and steps. At the top of the reverse appears the inscription, United States of America, and just below it is the traditional motto E pluribus unum, which translates to out of many one. At the bottom of the design is the denomination 1 cent. A special detail of this reverse is that within the memorial's central space, under magnification, the seated figure of Lincoln's statue can be seen, making the Lincoln cent unique for showing the same person on both sides of the coin. This small detail, though often overlooked, is considered a fascinating piece of artistry and numismatic design. The composition of the 2004 penny follows the post-1982 standard of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. The copper coating provides the traditional red color of the cent, but beneath the surface lies a zinc core. This composition was adopted to reduce the cost of minting, as rising copper prices had made the earlier bronze cents too expensive to produce. The coin weighs 2.5 grams, measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter, and has a thickness of 1.52 millimeters. While this composition made production more cost-effective, it also created some drawbacks. Zinc cents are prone to corrosion if the thin copper plating is breached, and they often age less gracefully than the earlier bronze cents, which developed attractive natural patinas. Collectors often note the difference in appearance between the older bronze cents and the modern zinc-based coins, which can develop unsightly spots or bubbles over time. The mintage numbers for 2004 were very high, as the penny remained in heavy circulation across the country. Billions of coins were struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, making the 2004 cent a common coin in everyday use. In addition, the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins for collectors. Proof cents are struck multiple times on specially prepared planchets with polished dies, producing coins with mirror-like fields and frosted devices. Many 2004 proof cents display strong cameo or deep cameo contrast, making them especially appealing to collectors who value the beauty of high-quality proof strikes. While circulation coins from 2004 are generally worth only face value, proof cents and high-grade uncirculated examples have numismatic premiums. For collectors, condition plays a major role in value. Circulated examples are very common, but uncirculated 2004 pennies with bright red surfaces and minimal marks are more desirable. Coins graded mint state 65 or higher can command interest from those assembling registry sets or high-grade Lincoln cent collections. Proof coins graded PR 69 or PR 70 with deep cameo designations also hold strong collector appeal. Although the vast majority of 2004 pennies remain common, small differences in strike, preservation, and finish can make a significant impact on collector value. Error coins from 2004 provide another area of interest. As with most modern coins, quality control at the U.S. Mint was high, but mistakes still occurred. Collectors search for off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, die chips, and clipped planchets among 2004 cents. Dramatic errors are scarcer and can command much higher prices. For example, a 2004 penny struck significantly off-center or with a major die break can be worth many times more than its face value. Error collecting remains an exciting specialty within numismatics, as each piece represents a unique accident of the minting process. The 2004 penny holds additional importance because it was struck near the end of the Lincoln Memorial Reverse's long run. This reverse design was introduced in 1959 and would continue until 2008, after which the Lincoln Bicentennial Series of 2009 introduced 4 new designs, followed by the permanent Union Shield reverse beginning in 2010. As such, the 2004 cent represents the final years of the Memorial era, and for collectors it helps complete a chapter in the Lincoln cent's long history. Beyond its numismatic details, the 2004 cent also carries cultural meaning. The Lincoln cent is often a child's first introduction to coin collecting. Since pennies are widely available and easy to save, they are used in small transactions, tossed into jars, or treasured as lucky pennies. Despite debates about eliminating the cent due to production costs and limited purchasing power, it remains an enduring symbol of American coinage. The 2004 issue, like all other Lincoln cents, links modern America with the legacy of Lincoln himself, whose leadership and vision shaped the nation during its most divided time. In summary, the 2004 1-cent coin is both a common piece of modern currency and a continuation of a long numismatic tradition. It carries the portrait of Lincoln that has endured for nearly a century, paired with the Lincoln Memorial reverse that honors his legacy. Its zinc composition reflects economic adjustments in coinage production, while its massive mintages ensured that it circulated widely. Although common in circulation, proof coins, high-grade uncirculated examples, and error varieties offer collecting challenges and rewards. The 2004 penny stands as a reminder that even the smallest denomination in U.S. coinage can carry history, artistry, and meaning far beyond its face value. The 2004 penny is part of the Lincoln cent series, which has been around since 1909. On the front side, obverse, it shows Abraham Lincoln's portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner. You see the words "In God We Trust" on top, "Liberty" on the left, and the year 2004 on the right. The small mint mark below the year tells you where the coin was made, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, proof, and no letter for Philadelphia. On the back side, reverse, it has the Lincoln Memorial design by Frank Gasparro. If you look closely under magnification, you can even see Lincoln's statue inside the memorial. The top says United States of America, the middle has E pluribus unum, and the bottom shows 1 cent. The metal is 97.5% zinc with 2.5% copper plating. This change was made after 1982 because making pure copper coins became too expensive. The size is 19.05 millimeters in diameter, 2.5 grams in weight, and 1.52 millimeters thick. Billions of these coins were made in 2004, so in circulation, they are very common and usually worth only 1 cent. However, collectors look for special versions. Proof coins from San Francisco, which are shinier and made for collectors. High-grade uncirculated coins, MS65 and higher, with bright red color. Error coins, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or clipped planchets. which can sell for much more than face value. Historically, 2004 pennies are interesting because they come just a few years before the 2009 bicentennial redesigns and the 2010 Union Shield reverse. That makes them part of the final years of the Lincoln Memorial design. Even though they are small and common, they carry big meaning. They connect modern America to Lincoln's legacy, and for many kids, they are the first coin they start collecting.